All right, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw that the market found sellers near yesterday's first hour high, near yesterday's high, and then we got a pullback and rotation back down towards 1890. At this point, the overnight session has been weak, but bigger picture, buyers can still maintain control. The only other red flag is that TF put in a deeper pullback, but because TF has already pulled back so much, and is short-term oversold, it can actually result in attracting some buyers in that market as well. And ES can remain bullish as long as it holds above 86 quarter to 88 quarter initial support. So heading into the open, we understand that there is some short-term weakness from the overnight session, and there could be a little bit more selling still left in this market, but bigger picture, as long as ES can remain above 86 quarter to 88 quarter, this is still a consolidation and balance following a breakout move. So we don't want to make the mistake of going overly bearish too soon in a market that is just off of an all-time high and is still within the breakout range from earlier this week. So for that reason, we're going to be looking for buyers to be active on any pullback into initial support, providing a long setup, targeting a move back up towards 94 to 96. That is the main upside objective, the initial resistance zone on the day. And then that's really the key inflection point as far as a continuation move goes. If we can break above 1894 to 96, that would confirm the strength on the buy side, and it would bring 98.5, which is yesterday's high, into play, and 99.5 to 01.5. So at that point, it would be a continuation to to another all-time high. Now, in the event that we break 86 quarter, that would definitely be a red flag for buyers, and we could get a pullback from there down towards 79 quarter to 82. But the bigger picture being as bullish as it has been, I still expect buyers to be active at the next zone, and there's potential for the selling to shut off by 79 quarter to 82. There's no major catalyst pending on the day time frame that can really drive price outside of the recent range, and we're still running on relatively light volume. So unless the day just somehow develops into an extremely weak day, and we start noticing liquidation, there's no reason to expect a trend down type setup. So far, this is just a pullback within an uptrend. So any pullback to initial support presents a opportunity to enter long. In the event that that zone breaks, then the next one at 79 quarter to 82 is another very high odds area for buyers to step in, and from there we can still get a bounce back up towards the 87, 88 area, and then eventually back up towards 94. Then that would still be the main upside objective. So our bias is still overall bullish, but with the understanding that there is some short-term weakness that the market is dealing with here. The market made a all-time high. Some profit taking is expected. It's not out of the norm to get a slight pullback after an all-time high. If you're looking at the other markets, NQ has support at 35.95, a decent HVN over there, and we've seen in the overnight session that buyers have been active, 1 point ahead of that in NQ. And in TF, if we get a push lower from here, we have support around 11.09 to 11.5, and on the upside in TF, the main objective is a move back up towards 11.20 to 11.22. That's really the main inflection point, a major HVN in TF, and the expectation is that TF will, at some point today, rotate back up towards 11.20 to 11.22, and then if we can break above that, the next area would be around 11.26 to 11.27 in TF. But 11.20 to 22 is a pretty high odds target on the upside. As long as we're not in like some trend down type day, which isn't expected. Again, the conditions are not supporting it. So by default, considering we've already pulled back a bit here, I still want to be more focused on the long side. Don't want to make the mistake of shorting it at too low of a price where it's now becoming attractive to buyers. So those are really the main ideas. We'll be looking to buy pullbacks into support today and targeting 94 to 96 and potentially higher. The market does not have to shut off at 94 to 96. That's just the key inflection point where we could get some selling and some rotation. And then if we can go through it, we could make yet another all-time high. The volume is still running quite light, so just make a note of that. That today could be, unless we really push lower to a point where the market really becomes temporarily oversold, today could be another somewhat balanced type session. The pace could still be a bit slower unless the volume picks up. So, keep an eye on the volume to see whether we're getting some improvement over there. And, if the volume picks up, then the opportunities will be much better on the day time frame. So those are really the main ideas. Let's see how well the markets can hold up this morning. Let's see if buyers are bigger picture still active and looking for another high. Typically, we don't just push up and make a complete reversal. So I am expecting the market to at least balance in a range, even if we're going to head lower, bigger picture, over the next few days or couple of weeks. At least on the day time frame today, I still expect balance, and with opening below value, the higher odds scenario is that responsive buyers will be more active on any dips lower, into the 89 quarter naked VPOC or initial support zone. So let's keep that idea in mind off the open. Let's see how well the buyers can hold it up this morning, and we'll take it from there.